do a quick interlude before we move to the next fight where, I'll just say I lost my bet last week. I had one bet last week. I had on the money line Garrett Armfield. And if you guys watched the fights last week, why don't you fire off what you scored that fight, if you don't mind, in the chat? Because I'm curious. To tell you the truth, guys, like I looked at that fight and I was pretty darn sure that we got at least 2 rounds. I thought that there was a case for 3-0 Garrett Armfield. That could be me being biased, right? I'll level with you guys. I always tell you that I could be wrong in my opinion, but it is my truthful opinion. I said at the time, I thought he won the first 2 rounds. I thought that he won the third round. I thought his corner had acknowledged as much. And unfortunately, 2 out of 3 judges see it the other way, right? According to our guy, Tristan, he says Armfield closed minus 350 live on the market. I saw similar prices at the time. And again, the live market isn't always everything. We've seen tons of times the live market is wrong. So again, the thing that is grating is that it felt like 9 out of 10 people that you asked on Twitter, 9 out of 10 people that you asked that were in the arena, 9 out of 10 people that were in the media, like any way you want to slice it, really went that way. And so we have Valen saying that he thought Sidey won rounds 1 and 2. I mean, I didn't agree, but I appreciate your honesty. Benino in the chat says 29-28 Armfield, but I had money on him. Fair enough. I think the commentary team, another example of people that are supposed to be experts, former fighters. Many of them came out and said, what are we doing? What is going on with this decision? And the thing that's a little bit grating about this sport at times is you could feel like you did everything right. You could feel like everybody agrees with you that this person won the fight, and it doesn't matter at the end of the day from dollars and cents. So you have to always think about what could go wrong. And at minus 800, guys, anything could go wrong. At plus 122, which was the price I got on Armfield, sometimes the split decision goes your way. Sometimes it goes against you. You hope that in the long run, it works out in your favor. I've had a lot of luck in my gambling life and career, so I will knock on wood and say, hey, hopefully that luck continues to come my way. Hopefully these unlucky beats, the bad beats, have been in the past now. But if you look 2 weeks in a row, 100% of media members scored the fight for Carlos Leal, either 30-27 or 29-28. They give the unanimous decision to Rinat Fakhretdinov. That's frustrating, right? That's a jarring outcome when you think that your guy clearly won, when you got a great price and the outcome doesn't come through. But to have it happen 2 weeks in a row where 9 out of 10 media members agree with you, and it's just, it's very frustrating, right? Because again, I felt like I kept a very disciplined slate. And guys, I also bet Garrett Armfield's submission at 17-1. And you've never seen him wrestle like that. You've never seen him attempt as many submissions. And so, Valen, you could say that the Armfield fight wasn't as bad as Leal, but it was the wrong decision, and it was the wrong decision twice in a row. So it's just compound interest, right? It's like, okay, screw me one time a little bit, but then screw me huge the week before. I'm going to just feel like I'm starting to get fucked a lot, So that was for me, my frustration. But I also want to say you're emotional in the immediate aftermath, right? When you go through the result, you say to yourself, there's no way to win here. Like I get the good bets and I still lose. But ultimately, I can go back and point you to many times where I've bet something that was stupid, that shouldn't have come through, and it came through for me. And I have to just be grateful for those times and remind myself that it's a run, right? It's a long-term game, and you don't want to get too caught up in your results, positive or negative. You want to ride the waves and just try and improve each and every time out. Make fewer bad bets, more good bets. I think overall, those are good bets that I could look in the eye and say, I'd probably make that again if given the opportunity. So that's what I have to just keep pushing forward, make good bets, and hope that it all works out my way. Always say it's better to be lucky than good. And Lord willing, we get a little luck on our side. Lady Luck, ride with us this week, and let's see if we can get the ball rolling. With